Hi there, this is video 120. We are talking about conditional, converse, and biconditional statements. The very last section, but we see it again in the next chapter, so it'd be good to get a head start on this. All right, a conditional statement is simply a statement that has if and then. All right. If it is dark outside, then it is nighttime. If the number is even, then it's divisible by 2. If it's Tuesday, then the duck is swimming. And yeah, you know what? It doesn't have to make sense at all. I was going to say, if it's Patrick Swayze, then it's sexy, but that just really dated me. Okay. Anyway, write 2 conditional statements of your own. Do that now. If it is thundering, then my dog is shaking. I said, she's a big, beautiful 80-pound black lab chicken. That is what she is. She's a big old chicken. If this is math 20, then I'm having fun. It doesn't matter what you write. If I ask you to write a conditional statement, you go if something or other, comma, then something or other. It doesn't even have to make sense. All it has, I look for the if, I look for the end, then. That's it. All right. Now, the part that comes after the word if, I guess that should have been bolded, is called the hypothesis. And the part that comes after the word then is the conclusion. So, this is my hypothesis. And these are my conclusions. It's a little bit like a science experiment, right? You always have hypothesis at the beginning, conclusions at the end, so it should help you get them in order, right? So up here, this is my hypothesis. This is my conclusion. And you couldn't see me do that. I'm sorry. This is my hypothesis. This is my conclusion. Don't include the if and then in it. Right, you get it. All right, cool. So got that. Now, the converse of a conditional statement is created if you switch the hypothesis and the conclusion. The if and then stay where they are. So you write the converse of the following. Oh, I should say, and sometimes if the grammar gets messed up, don't even worry about it. Okay, if, so I still start with F, but this part needs to come first. I live in Canada, comma, then I live in Saskatchewan. S-A-S-K-A-T. I knew something looked weird there. Okay, so here's the first thing we're going to learn about converse. If I live in Saskatchewan, then I live in Canada. Is that true? Yes. Right? But when we do the converse, no, right? If I live in Canada, then I live in Saskatchewan. No, I don't. I could live out in BC. I could live in Ontario. I could live on Cape Breton Island, whatever. So this part is false. So if your original conditional statement is true, it doesn't mean your converse is going to be true. Might be, might not. How about you try the next ones? All right, I'm going to trust you did. If a number, oh, see, this is where the grammar gets a little bit sketchy. If, well, I guess it's okay. Divisible by 2, and a number is even. Well, that makes sense. See, this one's right. If a number is even, it's divisible by 2. Or if the number is divisible by 2, then it's even. So in that case, the original conditional statement and the converse were both right. If I live in the capital of Saskatchewan, wow, our province takes a long time to write. Then I live in Regina. So this one's correct. This one correct? Yes. All right, last one. If the conditional and the, if the converse and the conditional statements are both true, then the statement is biconditional. Okay, we're still writing the converse. So I take the part that comes after. So that is the conclusion, and we move it to the front. If the statement is biconditional, then, and then we put the hypothesis. The converse and the condition, whoopsies. Statements are both true, period. Okay, so you don't know, but I will tell you that this is correct. It says this. So this is actually the definition of biconditional, which is kind of like the third thing you have to learn. So you've got a conditional statement is an if then, the converse is the flip. Oh, which reminds me. Okay, converse. When I was growing up, they weren't called Chuck Taylors or Chuck Tanners or whatever. They were just like Converse shoes. And I was always jealous. I always wanted a pair of those high top lace-ups. They were so cool. But I didn't get them. Okay. But I was sure that if I would have had Converse shoes like that, I would have been able to flip like crazy. And that's how I remember what Converse is, that I just flip the front and the back. As an adult, I went and bought a pair of those high tops. Did not enjoy them at all. Too much lacing. Okay, anyway, that's why there's a picture there. Biconditional statements are ones where they work both ways. Here's one. I worked kind of hard to make sure we had some examples on there. There's another one. And this one. See, we go up here. If it's dark outside, that's nighttime. Actually, I'm thinking this one isn't necessarily true to start with. It's got some counterexamples. Okay, anyway, so this would be false. If it's nighttime, then it's dark. I don't know. It's the middle of summer. If I was up north, not so much. Okay, anyway, these ones for sure are biconditionals. And that, my friends, is the end of the chapter.